From Orlando, Florida, the theme park capital of the world, it's WDWNT, the dating game. And here's your host, Nick Loverboy Cicero.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to WDWNT, the dating game. Tonight, we have 3 beautiful bachelorettes and 3 handsome bachelors standing by.
Okay. Not in one game.
Not in one game. Looking to be the chosen one at the end of the night to go on a date at a Walt Disney World restaurant, courtesy of WDWNT. So let's start things off by introducing our bachelorette. Our bachelorette comes all the way from Miami, Florida. She's the managing editor of WDWNT.com. Everyone, please welcome Jessica. Jessica, thanks for being part of the dating game today.
Help me.
Oh, goodness. Jessica, so all right, so let's take you back a couple of months. What?
To when I became single?
So far, this is a lot of fun.
So, what was going through your mind at the moment you thought you wanted to be a part of WDWNT, the dating game?
Oh. Well, I never leave my house because I'm always managing the website.
Sounds like your boss is a real a-hole.
Wow.
My boss is very nice.
Oh, good.
I just never leave the house, and I have a cat.
Yeah.
And I'd like to have more than just a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can make that happen for
Her
you
cat's
tonight.
very nice, though.
Jessica, very nice cat. Gordo is his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Gordo. We see him sometimes on the show. Yeah. So Jessica, now it's time. We're gonna meet your bachelors. We're gonna ask each one to say hi to you right now, so you could hear their voice and get to know them a little bit. So first of all, bachelor number 1, he lives in Rockledge, Florida. Please welcome Spencer.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello?
Bachelor number 2 lives in Orlando, Florida. Just please welcome Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
That's me.
Oh, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Apparently, we're out of order.
Yeah. You guys can switch. Yeah, switch plate.
All right, we'll switch.
Yep.
Get up and move.
Oh, right.
There
So
we
is
go.
it not Jeff?
All right, good
Jeff.
evening, Jessica. My name's Jeff.
Are you the
Thank
real-
you for inviting me to this awkward event.
He is the real Jeff.
The real Jeff.
And now we'll welcome the real Richard from Orlando, Florida. Say hi to Jess.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
All right. All right, Jessica, now that we've talked to our 3 bachelors, it's time to start the game. This is where you have a chance now to ask some questions to our bachelors to get to know them a little bit better. You have 7 questions that you came up with. Yeah, 7. 7 questions that you came up with tonight to ask these bachelors to get to know them a little bit.
That's right.
They have 60 seconds to answer each question, and you'll ask each bachelor the same question, and then you'll pick a different bachelor to start the next round as well. So they'll each get a turn starting first, all right?
Wait, run that by me again?
No, you don't have to worry about it.
He'll nickel direct.
Each bachelor will get the chance to answer every question. All right?
Okay.
So we'll go there. We're going to start with Spencer for the first question. Jess, ask your first question, Spencer.
All right, I'm just going to go from the top. If you could go to any Disney park in the world, where would you go?
I would go to Tokyo Disney Sea. Reason being the reason that was described in the Imagineering story, which was they were developing Disney Sea, and they said, well, where do you go after you go to Disneyland? Well, you go to Disney Sea. And I say that because the experiences of Walt Disney World are very terrestrial. Once you've seen them so many times, you get used to them. But if you go to Tokyo Disney Sea for the first time, and possibly the only time in your life, then you get this sort of theme park culture shock that I think is really, really interesting for a theme park to try and tackle.
All right.
Spencer will be going on a date with me.
I
Tokyo Town.
It's really weird because our Tokyo correspondent is also called Spencer.
That's true, yeah.
Who says it's not the same person? You don't know.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Conspiracy. Jeff, same question to you.
I actually would choose to go to Disneyland. I haven't been there since I was about 5 years old, maybe a little younger. So I do remember parts, but not the full experience. I want to ride the real Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to go and see the Haunted Mansion Christmas holiday. It's just, that's where everything started. That's where Walt walked, walk right by his apartment above the fire station. I just think it'd be an amazing experience. And, like I said, I do have the memories, but just not the full memories. And I'd like to be able to take it all in.
And same question to you, Richard.
I think I would want to go to Disneyland Paris. It's just a beautiful park, especially the castle, the scenery around it, the hills, the hedges. It's all just so gorgeous, and it's just a pretty park.
All right. Thank you, Richard. All right. Question number 2, Jessica. You'll address this one to Jeff first.
Jeff.
Yes.
This question is, what is your favorite theme park background music loop?
I'm going to have to go with Space Mountain. And it's one of the...
But what part of Space Mountain? Like the queue?
Wow.
Well, you asked the background loop.
FedEx?
Hardcore here.
That's all right, Jessica. You can challenge me.
The FedEx overlay?
No, not the gangplank. No, when you're going through the queue in the Star Tunnel, that music just starts the entire experience of Space Mountain. And I go back to when I was young. I was terrified of riding on Space Mountain, and this first roller coaster I ever went on, and it was something that my dad was able to get me into, and he just kept talking the whole time, and just the music going, it just made me feel so much more comfortable. And every time I go through, that music just hits me, and I just get excited, and makes me think about my dad and the two of us. That was what we did together, separate from my mom and my sister.
Aw.
Cute.
All right. Now, Richard, same question to you.
So it was area music, right?
Background music. Yeah,
Background
any
music.
area, ride, whatever.
Journey to Imagination, like the Imagination Pavilion area. It's very upbeat. It reminds you of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
In your face, Nick. Nick, you suck.
And so I picked that.
Okay.
All right. And Spencer.
I would have to go with the Future World area music towards Interventions, I believe, East. Because it always creates a feeling for me when I listen to it that permeates my senses.
Does it remind you of the electric umbrella bathrooms?
I mean, if you want to go with that.
It permeates
for our
your
later
being.
segment.
I
Music
mean,
talk
I
about
call it
electric-
music to poop.
I just really like it because it creates this very happy sort of nostalgic feeling that captures that late 90s lightning in a bottle. Do, 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 do. And you think about Future World at dusk and you're stepping on the fiber optics on the concrete. It's very, very happy. It's just a very happy, very pleasant feeling when you listen to that music.
That was
Yeah.
a happy, pleasant answer.
all good answers.
So Richard will be the first one to answer this one. So you pass the mic to him. And Jessica, you can address Richard with your third question.
All right. We're going to delve into favorite quick service restaurant. Now, I want to preface this with March Madness. It was my campaign to make sure that Cosmic Rays won best
still
quick
have
service
PTSD,
restaurant
but thank
in
you.
all of Walt Disney World. So I'm always curious to see. It isn't actually my favorite quick service, but it's pretty up there. But it's always curious. I'm always curious to see what people's favorite quick service is.
Richard?
I would have to say Pico's Bill, because the nachos there, and that's good food. I love nachos, and it's good. It's good.
I mean, he wins. He loves nachos.
It's
Kind of over.
It's over.
Sorry, you other two suckers.
Spencer, go ahead.
For my money, I would say Sunshine Seasons. Because when a foreign, well, I should say a person who has not been to Disney World, a Disney virgin as it will, somebody goes
More
into
on that
Disney World
later.
and they say, what is it?
No, continue.
Okay. Somebody comes to Disney World who has not been before, and their first perception of theme park food is burgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, fries. Take them to Sunshine Seasons, and they will find a diverse menu for a quick service restaurant, period, and food that is always well prepared, food that changes by the season, fittingly enough, and that is just generally very good, especially with the atmosphere that you eat it in. I love eating in the land. It's just it's a very comfy place to eat.
They
For
do
everyone
have
who
the
doesn't like
be-
that, Taste Track Burgers and Fries. Open tomorrow.
And you'll be there, 10 a.m.
Jessica, I was actually rooting for Sunny Eclipse, so I was on your side. That was a fun March Madness.
That was great.
So I'm going to go to the hot dogs, actually. Get away from the good quality stuff. I'm going to go to Casey's Corner.
God.
May not be the best food in the world, but it is a tradition, whether it be some of those greasy corn dog nuggets. But I'll go for the hot dog, but without all the crazy stuff on it. Just give me the normal dog. I don't need all that garbage. But yeah, it's
Just
tradition.
the normal garbage.
Just the normal garbage
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
in the dog. Exactly. I don't need that St. Patrick's Day nonsense. But no, it's right on Main Street, right on the corner there. You got walk right out. If you can possibly find a table, then you're right there looking at Cinderella Castle. So yeah, Casey's.
Yeah, Casey's used to be a big tradition for me too. Like at midnight, just have a hot dog, before heading back to the resort. But now now the park closes at 7.
Thank you,
So-
thank you, Bob Chapek.
So there's none of that. That tradition has died for me.
The All-Star Food Court has a hot dog, don't worry.
I am a fan of All Stars
I know.
pizza.
Is that the touchdown food court, Tom?
Any of them, probably.
Any of
would.
them.
I think it's end zone.
It gets the name touchdown, of course, because the food hits the floor.
I'm fond of intermission food court myself.
So we're on to question number 4 now. You can
Yes.
pass the mic back to Spencer. Spencer, you'll go first again this time. Sure. Jess, what's question number 4?
Since we're on the subject of food, now we're taking it up a notch. This might have to do with where we end up eating. What is your favorite table service? Although I wouldn't hold it past Tom to send us to a quick service.
You all just say Victoria and Albert's. Just to
Favorite
They
table
can pay.
service
They went to
restaurant.
Skipper Canteen last year.
I mean, Skipper Canteen sounds good, but my personal answer would actually be the Hollywood Brown Derby. I have not eaten there, but I have been inside the Hollywood Brown Derby, and I love the air of elegance that is present when you go into the Hollywood Brown Derby, how they have both replicas and original sketches of celebrities on the wall, how ingrained the actual history of the original Brown Derby is in the restaurant, how when Disney decided to have lunch with an Imagineer or dinner with an Imagineer, that was one of the 2 places that they actually went with, so not for nothing. And I would say that it's a step up from, I don't know, Sci-Fi Dine-In.
Excuse me? Oh my God.
I have a small army of Tsum Tsums too.
And that's the game!
I drove up 4 hours just to eat at Sci-Fi Dine-In last Sunday.
Thank you for playing, Spencer. You can excuse yourself now.
I also love
Better
Brown
hope she
Derby
doesn't see your
though.
face. She's gonna slash your tires.
Wait, there's still hope. She said she likes Brown Derby.
I do.
That's true.
Jeff, go
Who
ahead.
doesn't love a tossed salad?
Scrambled eggs. Ba-bam.
Wow, all right.
My choice is pretty simple again. Beaches and cream. I love the beach
Old
club.
or new though?
I'm sorry?
The old version or the new version?
I actually have not been to the new one yet. From what I've seen on WDWNT, not happy with how it looks, but just the old soda fountain shop with the jukebox at the tables. I actually preferred sitting at the counter where you got the grill going. The ice cream, the shakes, but just getting a burger there was a tradition. Every time we came down from Chicago before I lived here, we'd always stop our first day here. We'd always go to Beaches and Cream, and just great memories. Just love the beach club in general, and trying to sneak into Stormalong Bay is always fun as well.
That's not allowed. It's illegal. You know that.
He's dangerous.
Richard?
I would have to say the Nomad Lounge. It's a great place. It's a perfect location. It's right by the Valley of Moara, and you can actually kind of hear like the animals from afar, the bridge, and it's a good place.
Okay, can I do a rapid fire round that's related to this question?
I'll allow it.
Let's get crazy. I don't think
Okay,
you have much of a choice, man.
each one really quick. What would you get at each of these places that you've chosen?
Spencer.
Cobb salad.
Cheeseburger, no way Jose. Pardon me, no way Jose.
All of them.
All of them?
All of the items.
Oh,
All of the items.
okay.
He's really hungry. We got a big budget.
We didn't
Okay,
feed people
we can
this
move on to the next. I just had that curiosity.
No,
so-
that's great. Question number 5, Jess. We'll start with Jeff.
Okay, Jeff, are you into rope drop, or do you consider yourself a let's get up at 5 in the morning, go to Rise of the Resistance type of person?
Okay, so I've not been on Rise yet. So I've been a little afraid to go to Galaxy's Edge, but no, I actually am into rope drop. Obviously planning in advance with the fast pass is important, but I just like getting there in the morning. I don't like get there bright and early, get what you want to get done, get out of there, go back to the resort, hang out by the pool while everyone else is sweltering in the heat and dealing with the huge lines, and then go back if it's open in the evening. Go back in the evening, hit a few more rides, and not watch a nighttime parade, obviously, but be able to watch the fireworks.
All right. And Richard?
I've actually only rope dropped once, and that was Rise of the Resistance. It was like a day after it opened, so it was madness. The park, they didn't say what time they opened, so they said 8, and then when I got there, 6, they were already letting people in.
Oh, you naive fool.
Josh and I were on our second ride already.
That's actually true.
They gave me a brochure, and they were like, all right, go on the app and get the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go on the app, and it's like boarding group, 46 or something. And I'm like, can I, do I have to stay here? This is a long time. And they're like, no, you can do anything. So I just went to World Showcase and drank.
It's one of us, Nick.
Yeah, right? Did you ever make it back for the ride? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Spencer.
Rope drop has actually always eluded me. I have never done it before, but nevertheless, I would be very interested in it. Not to say that I haven't had training for rope drop, because I have gotten up at Zero Dog 30 several times to volunteer for Run Disney races. And regardless of whether or not I would actually want to do rope drop on a given day, I would still do it for you at the drop of a hat.
Aww.
I hate rope dropping.
Oh.
Got it. Gotcha.
So you may have handed me water.
What happened, Tom?
You may have handed me water at one point then, right? On the race?
Tom, do you have a question?
Who put gelato in the ceiling?
Oh. He's just,
I didn't
It's
notice.
above me. I'm supposed to look up there?
well, he lives there. You know this, Tom. You know this, Tom.
I mean, in
Piercing
fairness, that was
stare.
Nick the last time we did the dating game.
Who says it won't be this? All right.
Okay, where did we leave off? That was question number 5. So 2 more left,
Two
Jess.
more.
Hopefully you've got a good idea so far.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish we could do like a recap. I've forgotten all the answers.
I don't know. There's a plush cat in the ceiling.
Tom's occupied.
You lost me at Gelatoni. Yeah. Next question is
And this is for Richard.
Richard. What is your favorite World Showcase pavilion? I
The America Pavilion. That's my
not what
favorite.
it's called.
Oh, snap.
I yelled at her about this 2 weeks ago.
I have to say it like that because
I wrote
Sam
it-
Eagle's there now, so you have to say it very
You
patriotic.
know, that's a nice dodge. Donnie's going to work, though. She's a tough cookie.
It's the American Adventure.
But why? Do you want to know why? Do you want them to explain
Huh?
what their choice?
No, he got it wrong. He can
No,
move on.
it's fine.
Oh,
You gotta live with it now.
cruel world.
Wow.
Help the game along.
Wow.
Thanks.
All right, Spencer, go ahead.
I would give the pound to the Italy Pavilion. To my knowledge, the Italy Pavilion is the Epcot World Showcase Pavilion that goes deepest. It's the one with, I think, one of the most detailed architectural details. And I think it's the most romantic pavilion in all of Epcot. There's a perfect vantage point for fireworks. Not that you would want to go there right now. It has one of the best restaurants in the World Showcase with Via Napoli. And many a time, I have seen people give their proposals on the bridge in Italy.
Gross.
Thank you. Jeff?
All right, I'm going for the drinking. So I'm going to choose the Mexico Pavilion. And, I mean, it's beautiful.
There's a lot of nods in the crowd. I just turned in the whole crowd. Yes.
I can't show you what's in here right now. But.
Pick number 2.
So, no, tequila, the tequila flight. I mean, it's outstanding. It might be expensive, but it's outstanding. And it's just a great atmosphere. Sorry, I thought I turned the mic off. It's a great atmosphere in general, just like walking around. But yeah, drinking. That's why I mean, well, obviously the World Showcase, but no, I'm going for Mexico for the tequila flight.
Wait. Apparently, if you want to go to Gelatoni, he had something to say. Jessica, make sure you pick a well. I do not want you to be sad, Jessica. If you sad, you come to my house, we paint. It's gonna be good.
Thank you, Gelatoni.
Find love, Jessica. It's worth it. Gelatoni believes in you.
Thank you, Gelatoni in the ceiling.
For those of you at home thinking that's a still they took earlier in the day, no, the cat is in the ceiling. Just want to establish that's a live shot.
It's true.
In the
All right.
post-show, I'm gonna murder whoever did it. So.
That'd be me.
He's gonna have like debris now. He has like drywall on him.
No.
now.
No, don't worry. It was only $200.
I checked. He's fine. I checked. It's okay up there.
The rats start carrying him away.
I've spent a lot of time up there. It's fine.
Jessica, this is going to be your final question, and it will start with Jeff. So go ahead and ask.
Okay, this one's kind of generic, but I know it's hard. What is your favorite land in the Magic Kingdom?
Adventureland. The reason I say that is, number one, the Enchanted Tiki Room, famous attraction, opening day. Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously classic. We don't have the full one, but I still absolutely love Pirates, regardless of the fact that they've taken, and made their cuts and changed the redhead scene and the auction scene. Still a classic attraction. The Jungle Cruise is always a blast to go on. Well, I'm sorry. Usually a blast to go on, depending on your skipper. But I choose Adventureland more than anything. I'm always up for a good adventure. I always want to try something new. That's why I'm here. This is awkward for me, and I'm nervous. But
Oh, don't worry. It's awkward for everyone.
Okay, good, good. No, I'd never done anything like this. So hey, here's my adventure for the evening. And so Adventureland is my selection at the Magic Kingdom.
All right, Richard, your answer, same question.
I would have to go with Liberty Square. It's the eerie sounds you hear from the Haunted Mansion. It's the smells that you can smell from the Friar's Nook. It's just all that combined. It creates a sense of story, I would say. Yeah.
All right. And lastly, Spencer, go ahead.
Sure. I would have to go with Tomorrowland because I think Tomorrowland is the land of the Magic Kingdom which most is exemplary of Walt Disney's spirit, the classic words of keep moving forward. Regardless of whether or not that's what we think the parks are doing right now, I love that old adage, and those are the words that I live by in my life, regardless of whatever I'm doing.
All right, but which Tomorrowland? The 1994 Tomorrowland?
They're hanging around.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Ask.
No, which version?
1994 Tomorrowland or
Whatever we got now.
Whatever this is.
I like the original Tomorrowland more than the 1994 version. I think that is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the trend. Supposedly, it's like we're like half doing it, but that's kind of the trend now.
Well, I mean, I think that's the one that visually is the most representative of a tomorrow that never was.
I love Factory Pomo.
By the way, whatever this is one of the last things Jessica said to her ex-boyfriend.
I love Factory Pomo. We broke up over a font.
1994 or whatever this is.
All right. Well, Jessica,
Do I have to pick on the air?
You do have to
Of
pick
course
a
you
No.
do. What's the point of this whole thing if you don't?
I thought I could like have like a little like powwow
No.
in the back.
No.
Oh my god.
No, it's your decision
Well,
and
hold
yours
on.
alone.
My
Hold
knees
on.
are sweating. Like,
So Jessica, in a moment, you will have to choose
I-
one of these three gentlemen to go on a date at Walt Disney World with. But first, we are going to hear a word from one of our sponsors.
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WIGS, the WWNT Interglobe Society. Hey everybody, support WWNT and get early and exclusive access to content you just won't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight Park Center post shows each and every week, starting at just $2 a month. You can also get extra core bucks, core bucks, to spend in our online store to collect Disney Parks items from around the world and WDWNT exclusive swag. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com. Click the Patreon link. Man, join those wigs. Help us make that show happen through Patreon.
That's how you should read every ad.
I
It
know.
helps that I'm sick. It helps that I'm sick too.
Very
yeah.
smooth.
Thank you.
Crazy cool wigs.
And now,
All right.
and now, John Coltrane.
Thank you, Nathan.
It's a midnight train.
Jessica, the moment of truth.
No.
Will it be Spencer, Jeff, or Richard?
I think we're just gonna like name off two, and I'm like, damn, bro, you already like narrowed it down for me.
No.
Can we have like a little like summary?
A summary?
We didn't like. I didn't take notes.
Can I get a recap? Can I get a?
I mean, well, I think Jeff likes nachos. No,
No.
Richard likes
No.
nachos.
Nick
No,
is
no.
already ruining the system.
Jeff likes to go to Mexico. I
What
think
is it,
that's
the
why.
Iowa
Yeah.
Jeff likes
caucus? We don't even-
tequila.
He likes tequila. Spencer would rope drop for you, but never rope dropped. And I mean, what else do you want?
My watch just like indicated that I have like high blood pressure.
Oh my god.
Oh
It's
my
saying
gosh.
even a minute of breathing can reduce
Guys,
stress.
somebody just gave us a $20 donation on YouTube. I don't know why, but thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I think
Is
it
it
says,
for this to end?
please, dear God, in this thing. No, it's they're just being very kind. Thank you, M. Nina.
Thank you. It's because they're like enjoying watching me suffer. That's the
Yeah.
thing,
You can't go wrong with any choice. You're going to go on a great date at Walt Disney World with a great guy. Who do you choose, Jess?
If you've ever been to a restaurant with her,
See,
she'll
my
stare
mom,
at the
she's
menu
watching.
for 30 minutes. So this is going to be terrible.
She made a joke that we would have to like have a second show where I actually make the decision.
Oh, your mom said that?
Yeah.
No. She knows you well.
Just like that, I just go out cold with it.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
everyone
you
stay
could
seated
tell
where
it-
you are after the decision.
You can give us a little summary first to lead up to it if you'd like, or you could just blurt it
Okay.
out. Yeah.
All right.
Good thing we're on time tonight.
Do you want to cut to gelatoni in the ceiling?
Okay,
Let's
wait.
see, give him a pep talk.
Let's see what Gelatoni has to
Let's
say.
see what he,
Thank you, Joe.
the nacho guy.
Let me tell you, Jess. You go have a good time no matter what. And you don't have to see any of these people ever again if you don't want to. It's okay. It's only once. And you're at this point contractually obligated to do it.
I am.
Yeah. Or it's your job, sucker. So pick.
Thank
Okay.
you, Joe Tony.
All right. I mean, I totally disagree on the Italy thing, but I think I'm gonna go with Spencer.
Spencer, all right. All right.
Everybody,
So-
hold on.
So, Jess.
I don't even want to look, man.
So first, we're going to bring around Jeff and Richard to say hi to you.
So I have,
stand
so
up,
I get
so you
the
can-
sinking feeling of
You
what a
just stand up.
mistake I've made.
Stay up, stay right there.
You get to
So
meet
Jeff
them,
and
yeah.
Richard, come around the
One
the
at a
screen.
time.
This is
So this
Say
is
hello, shake
Richard.
hands.
Richard. Hi. Hello. All right, Richard,
Jeff?
you can come this way.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. And
Thank you,
here's
Richard.
Jeff.
Everybody,
Thank you, Richard.
Round of applause for
This
Richard.
is Jeff.
Jeff, nice to meet you. I also like the Astro Tunnel. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right, and now, Jess, let's introduce you to Spencer, who you chose to go on a date with. Spencer, come on around.
Hi.
Ladies
somehow off camera, but it's fine.
You guys go that way a little bit. There you go.
Come,
You're
yeah,
fine.
there you go.
Yeah, go that way.
Jessica, go that way.
Shake hands awkwardly.
There you go. Yeah.
So first of all,
She's very easy on the eyes.
Oh, that's kind.
And I don't know if you heard me say, I also have a small army of Tsum Tsums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Tsum
There you
Tsum.
go. They already have something in common.
They're already
Yay.
married.
So yeah, Nick's gonna.
let me ask Jess
go ahead.
first. Jess, so what were some of the key things that you picked Spencer for?
Tokyo
Tokyo
Disney.
Disney, yeah.
I've never been, but
Tom, is it in the budget?
No.
There we go.
can that be the
Dogs
date?
for you too.
The Lady in the Trampet.
Yeah.
Shoot. Look, I just want a Tomika Journey to the Center of the Earth little car. That would be nice. Tomika Star Speeder on the go.
I have a Tomika Star Speeder.
Sorry, we don't do any
I have
personal
two.
shopping.
Not.
I just like ride vehicles.
Same.
Right?
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you very much. You know, we're going to send Jessica and Spencer. We're going to set them up with a date night at Walt Disney World at
At
a
a
Walt
table
Disney World
service restaurant.
Table service restaurant.
Clarify.
So we're going to set that up for them, and we will keep track of how the date goes, of course, and we will see how everything goes, and they'll have hopefully they'll have a great time. I know. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you to both Jessica and Spencer.
Thank you.